Next runs in and runs out again. Now, is that some kind of bait? Fiku looking to catch Lato, really needed to land a headshot there. That is going to be regrettable if things don't go their way on this A bomb site. Flame spots them now moving it. coldzera is the first one to get dropped for 00Nation. Lato's coming in for the flank, but Dexter seems to be aware of this, and he is easily dealt with by the dualies.
Yeah, good spam with those dualies. Can be pretty damn decent if you can spam away with them. And now Nico able to stop the T aggression. They're trying to take some map control for the post plant, but it hasn't paid off for them. It is clean as hell from OG on the retake, landing every single shot needed.
You can see they're moving together now, but how proactive will OG be? Well, they're clearing out the mid area with 35 seconds on the clock. Dexter towards B has a smoke which he could deploy. This would be a great time to do it. He has done exactly that, and the execute has been caught. They've waited too long. The lack of presence has allowed Flames to take liberties with them. And before they can even finish their execute into the site, it is time to save. You have to wonder if the lack of IGL can be problematic in a situation such as that. Dumau suddenly saving.
Oh, after time, they want him. Okay, he peeks into them. Probably a good decision. And that could be a real thorn in 00Nation's backside here. The bomb's coming back to A. NEOFRAG, oh, tries to peek into them, but they're ready for him.
Dexter ready in battle sniper mode. Yeah, he is looking to get pinched, but that smoke from Flames will certainly help. And now he can focus on one site and one site only. Lato pops up, and that's a frag that they cannot respond to. A smoke to create some space. The T's will encroach, but Flames is still here with a second through the smoke. Dream is collapsing for 00Nation on this A bomb site. NQZ and coldzera remain. Nico's been popped, but there's another smoke, and that'll cause some problems. The bomb needs to be rescued as well. It's pretty much committed to this bomb site, so they're going to have to frag out. AWP still lurking for both squads, and now it's not lurking for one. coldzera finds himself in the clutch, getting tagged by Flames, but did Flames hear that? Not so sure if he did. Waiting for the 1v1. He's got 30 seconds, Cold, but things will only get more difficult. Waiting for that peek from Flames, but he's focused on long. The AWP's posted up now. He understands. If he finds someone on the left, he's going to have to look to the right immediately, but Flames is patient. And there's the frag from Dexter. 6-1 for OG. Map control was, so maybe they'll be forcing the utility out a bit earlier here from OG. Still got quite a few smokes, actually. They've only thrown their first smoke in this round so far, something to pay attention to, but will they be checking for this box? I hope NEOFRAG is paying attention to it. Dumau stuck now, and there is the trade from Flames. But Next is here at the right place at the right time, making it a 3-on-3 with a minute on the clock. Surely they can capitalize on this one.
Nice for Next to finally get on the board with an easy trade kill towards mid. That smoke gives away Nico's position. Next tries to fight him, but smoke blooms and makes it awkward. Now Nico going close behind his own smoke. 00Nation don't have anyone here, so he'll see it's clear. He'll call to his team, get ready towards mid, get ready towards B. That's a brilliant information play from Nico. That could really help them win this round.
Still 20 seconds on the clock. They're forcing their way in with utility. Fiku has the initial angle. The AWP can maybe post up afterwards. Onto the site, then as they try to clear it. That molly is perfect to allow the bomb blunt. Not much Nico can do about it. Down goes Next now. Nico's luck will be punished. 2 remaining. NQZ will lose his angle with the AWP, but Dexter doesn't know where Lato, excuse me. 1 versus 2. He has a kit, but has no idea. Well, appears right in front of him.
And I think 00Nation really need to get something going now. This is their map pick. Yes, it is the T side, but you've got to get more than 2. You've got to get a couple of rounds here to feel comfortable. Oh, and the nades again. They keep running into them. Lato down to 3 health. He hasn't even seen anyone.
That's a rough start, especially with the area he's trying to cover. Not an easy task to fight there on a good day, let alone with 3 HP. OG changing their setup on this occasion. Mid has been abandoned. They will run 2 on the A bomb site, but Fiku's been picked off towards B. Dexter flashed off the angle, but still manages to finish Lato off. Tough day at the office for him. Push continues towards B, and Molly going deep, forcing the CTs back, trying to deny them information. Look how much presence there is in mid from this T side. 1 minute on the clock, and they're looking to play it slow again, but that could become a problem for them once more as NEOFRAG lurks in mid. Next was waiting, but he wasn't ready to win the duel.
And now 00Nation have to be very concerned because they know NEOFRAG pushed all the way through A. That's a lot of map control lost, but dumau, unexpected in his advanced position. Even though they gave up mid earlier, NEOFRAG not ready for him. And now this actually turns into a good position for 00Nation. They should have this A bomb site. The rotate hasn't arrived. This is going to be a bomb plant.
Yeah, that's a giant error considering the map control they conceded. It's given 00Nation a way in. Flames jiggling as much as he can, but just as he throws the flashbang, down he goes. Man advantage then for 00Nation, all in the donuts. Dexter and Nico don't have all the money in the world here. They do have defuse kits. They don't have any way to cut off this choke point of Donut. So what is Nico up to here? Is he going for a cheeky late one? I would imagine these guys could just hang out in Donut for a while. Indeed, they are just around the corner, so that's not going to work for him. Proves to be very expensive indeed. Dexter runs forward and loses at AWP as well. And it's 16 on the clock, or less, in fact. I have to note that NEOFRAG has pushed through A on this occasion.
Yeah, he's had a lot of freedom.
Yeah, we're back to that slow pace again, but Dexter is watching for this, and that is a big headshot. What do they understand from that? There've got to be more players towards B, all things considered.
No budging from OG. No one going back towards A. I think when NEOFRAG gets so far out like that and only sees one player, they're happy to just take the risk that, for the time being, the A site isn't under threat. But that is about to change. The mid control has been established. You can see the response from OG. 28 seconds. They're going to rotate players back to A. It's Flames and Dexter here. The two big hitters for OG. And Flames looking to adjust. It's Dexter who dropped the bomb, and he's got a clear line of sight towards it. Finally, that smoke goes up, so he has to reposition. And that bomb should finally be planted with dumau getting a nice kill from up top.
Fiku sending it, eating the flashbang, and that gives the man advantage then to 00Nation. Looking for a 5th round at halftime, but the numbers are even in terms of the personnel, but only for a brief moment. 1v1 now, dumau and Nico. No grenades for Nico. Are there any on the site? Does he hold the defuse? He's going for it. I don't think dumau's got the angle to pick this properly. There goes the pistol then. But he will land the headshot with the Galil to take a 5th round as we head to half-time. A slow affair in the first half. Perhaps it'll be faster in the second.
Mid-utility early from OG as they will take that control and take the opening pick. Clean as hell from Dexter with the P250.
That's one of 2 P250s. Double raid boss for OG on the T side of Ancient. NQZ can't save his teammate. Nico's just too fast, forcing their way through the flames and getting the kill. This pistol is being brutal for some. Look at these tight shots from NEOFRAG for both headshots, and a big pistol round win for OG. Those are the pistol shots we're looking to see.
They've got almost nothing to work with in this one, and they're just going to stack A again, and it might work again.
In they go, flying MAC-10, but dumau is really trying hard, and Lato is here once more to do the same as before. Next with the USP, awkward for Fiku as well. He can't abandon this side, there are so many guns there, but he's making the right play. Wow! The ding and the dong from next with the USP is enough versus the AK. I never saw that outcome.
I also wonder if that means Dexter is calling, because oftentimes the caller sits in the middle. I have to ask them later. Ooh, for now, dumau somehow able to win that early fight. Didn't look comfortable, but it works out.
That looks quite challenging indeed, but he was able to deliver. That's a strong start to this round from 00Nation. Have a look at this play down B now. NEOFRAG has a lot of people coming his way, but as we can see, he's holding down 2 jobs. Big swing from the MP9, and that will be enough. Not satisfied with the 1 frag, they'll go for a second, and surely now they can settle. OG are completely spread out now. The last 3 players are so wide away from each other, spread all too thin. Very, very handicapped now for the rest of this round. It's going to be hard to get back into this one. How do you call this without your IGL?
It's a great question. This setup from 00Nation looks pretty nice right now, especially if the utility isn't used by OG. That molly will clear out one of the boxes, but not the right one. Cold is still sat in position, lying in wait. Probably wait for his teammates to take contact if he can, but with that boosted player, Cold should see him soon. Oh no, it goes the other way! Flame spots him, and now this round could be on the cards for OG. They enter the A-bomb site. Dexter biding his time here, not falling for the shoulder bait until he can land the shot. And Fiku will get the bomb down, but Lato punishes. As soon as he switches away, he gets taken out, and Dexter in an uncomfortable position right now. This is so awkward. He needs his teammate to help him. Flames has delivered alongside Dexter. OG.
28 seconds. You can see next in CT spawn. Soon he will be gone as well.
Oh boy. And NQZ might arrive in time, but there's difficulties for him if he wants to win this, because the bomb can be planted on the far side. Nothing he can do about it. Gun barrel might be spotted. He still hasn't seen it, but he's got the first shot. Flames trying to trade, but he can't find it. And now NQZ has a real opportunity. Falling into CT won't be too helpful. He'll fake it. He'll realize no one's peeked yet, so NeoFrag might be the other side. NQZ with a great read on the situation. He keeps his team in it.
Absolutely unbelievable clutch. No one could have seen that coming.
Still 2 more rounds needed for them to take us to overtime. Nico out mid early. Damage done to 2 teams,
wow.
But the opener was found through the smoke.
That is utterly crazy, but Fiku has been dropped, and we see that aggressive presence around long A once again. coldzera gonna drop a smoke. Speaking of, did Nico get a sound cue there from next maybe? Behind this smoke. This is a very awkward hold for 00Nation. And we can see there are gaps in the defenses. Smoked off, they can't see CT spawn at all. There's such a giant hole here. Next, oh my god, that timing could have been a catastrophe. That's going to pull rotation back towards that position though. And now Donut's open, but NQZ is on the way. Flames has made his way through. coldzera at the front. NQZ at the back, down he goes. He has to have an idea of where coldzera is. A very funky round indeed. Only 2 players remaining for OG. coldzera jiggling. So long as been compromised. OG have got to take the fight to 00Nation, surely, with all the angles they'll have otherwise. Oh, they're lining up, that could have been 2! Next down to 2 HP. I don't think he realizes there's one more guy there. This is really going down to the wire. Now it's coldzera in the clutch. They know he was on long. 1 versus 2. He doesn't have a kit. Trying to bait out the second play. There he is. Flames now, 55 HP, going wide, but he can't do it. coldzera's clutched it again, but is there time to defuse the bomb? I think there might be. He's found a kit on the site.
Damn, what a clutch from coldzera. The experience shines through. Oh, dumau tries to activate, but Nico adjusts, reacts quickly. Man advantage for OG. The utility still isn't ideal for them.
Oh, he's heard NQZ there as well. Nico entertaining. Pulling CTs to that position can allow OG to look for more entries elsewhere.
What's the end goal for OG, though? You've only got a smoke and a flash. 47 seconds remaining. If 00Nation make an info play at the right time, they could start to get the read here because that bomb is just now being recovered.
Are they heading towards an A play? There'll be a quick third man here in Lato. 30 seconds on the clock now. They've got so much to clear out on the site itself. NQZ's got a lot of information and a very strong angle. NEOFRAG forcing his way in. coldzera has the clutch once again. The 180 is here. NiKo 6 HP, 1 versus 2. Eating flashes for days. 10 seconds to find 2 players. There's no way he gets a bomb plant here. Drawing coldzera out. 4 seconds. He's got to find the kill, but he's going the wrong way. Somehow we have found ourselves at overtime. 00Nation. The clutch is on the A-bomb site.
Oh my, the aggression. No way. No way. The timing's crazy.
They'll be happy with that. Able to disengage as well. You can chase them, but you're chasing into an AWP. And then there was one. Beautiful from 00Nation. Love the proactive plays once again on their CT side, catching OG lining grenades up to the victor, the spoils. What is there for Flames to do at this point? Wait in mid to die.
Got coldzera watching for any flanks towards B. With 30 seconds remaining, it will be back to B, but there's still a bit of utility here for both sides. Now the commitment comes in.
In they go. Big flash, but not a big duel. All right then, numbers advantage now as we find big frags on the B bomb side. We got frags all over the shop now. NQZ, the last one standing. Someone's got to plant that bomb though. And plant it quick. There we go. NQZ in the clutch. 1v3 made 2, and he's going for it. He's got a kid as well. Misses the jump though. Parkour minus points, and that'll be a free frag for Fiku on that rotation. A much needed round for OG. Things have been looking scary with an off angle compared to what we've seen before. NQZ will still have to be careful though. Look at that angle from Lato, traded by Flames though. That draws the attention and maybe the ire of NQZ. coldzera lost on the A-bomb site, but we still have dumau in the donut position. Dexter is going to lose his angle. Or will he? Never mind. Indeed, the bomb might be seized by Next, depending on his route. This could be awkward. Where's NQZ going with the AWP? Oh my days. He's going straight for the bomb and he's found it. 40 seconds on the clock and he's got to go quick scope. He can't reveal it. Oh, he's scoped in and Fiku's got an angle. This is chaos. Next here as well, and he's got to go for this fight. He has to chase this fight. Fiku has lost the bomb.
It's a recovery mission now. Next sticks around. Another fight won by Next, but Flames able to recover.
Flames looking for a gap. Does he see anything though? No, he doesn't see what we see.
Yeah, that's the common angle to pre-aim. Sometimes even pre-fire. Look at the damage. NQZ dishing out the damage, but Flames comes right back. 3v3, but that A site is completely open. Might not matter though, because Dexter gets a kill elsewhere, and they've still got the man advantage for the retake.
Next in NQZ remain. Bomb is ticking. Dexter, the only one without a kit in this round. They are taking their time though. Fiku starting to poke in. The urgency is rising. Fiku lost. Next spotted. Just trying to stay alive now. The smoke will certainly help him. Try to buy time. Flames man on the bomb. Going for the straight defuse. They don't fake. That's what they say. Game point again then for OG. But the lurk is so far back. 1 minute would feel like an eternity for 00Nation, who starts to head the other way. He sees so many targets, Dexter, but he can't fire off another shot. 00Nation know they've been seen. But will they second guess themselves? NQZ is alone in mid with the bomb. Scoped up, trying to make his way towards B. Flames has to hope his timing is the right one. dumau still lurking on the other side of mid. NEOFRAG rotating over towards the bomb site. Oh boy, that is a hell of a timing here. And it seems that we might not be done with this one just yet.
Oh boy. Yeah, I think the steps were heard there by NQZ. He calls dumau back. Really good composure from 00Nation to realize once we get this kill, let's cancel plan over towards B bomb site and come back to A. And I mean, OG have to go for it, but their chances are so slim. Nico even decides to go with the AWP because he's got 1 HP. But it's not going to be easy to use it. Flash up high. Player on the site deals with the first, and NEOFRAG cannot transfer. So a second overtime confirmed here.
OG then continuing on the CT side. See how important this position is as Nico doesn't want to be dropped early. Look at this charge though into the B bomb site. There you go, lining up nicely for Fiku, who finds 2 and a third. Smoke on his right hand side so he can focus on the ramp. Then there was next 1v5. Makes the shot from Dexter at the very least, but clearly too much to ask on that occasion. Well, that was a fast one. OG needed something to go their way in a strong fashion, and that certainly did.
Well, this is now 10 game points in total for OG. And Flames, aggressive early. No time to waste. They're committing to this A site.
Swing and a miss with the AWP, and this should be the end of the line on Ancient finally. OG having to do it the long way. But with the lead they had, I think the important thing for them is that they did it. 1 versus 5 for next bomb planted. He has the kit. He's got 1 frag, but not the second one. They got there in the end then, OG. A lot of mishaps, a lot of big clutches from 00Nation in normal time. Very fast indeed. dumau is here with the Julies, trying to avoid the fire, but he can't avoid the rounds in the face. NQZ now popping out to get popped as well. And this is a brutal one from OG. Started he means to go on, boys, but Lato will have something to say about it. 1v5 made 3 nowers. He needs all the frags to win this one. Kevlar, but no kit. Moving through to the site. Surely this is a clutch that he can't win. Nobody's showing. They can play the bomb for the most part. And it is planted for everywhere. Fiku pops out to say hello. Death by paper cuts then for Lato. Still nobody peeking. NEOFRAG saw no one's on the bomb. OG playing it very carefully indeed.
Pressure on next here. Good trade from Dexter with the AWP, and now NQZ can't focus connector any longer. Has to look at ramp, but the flash is just good enough. Dexter with his second entry towards A. They haven't smoked off dumau. Finally, a molly will make life awkward for him, and that bomb should get planted. 00Nation can't do anything about it. Hey, it's important stuff.
But we did make one about the plant pots as well, because the sounds they made when you shot them were inconsistent. It was the wrong sound, so they had to update that. They did update that though. They fixed that.
There you go.
My impact on this game is immeasurable.
Can't be understated. Got those jump peaks from Lato. Those might be heard by Flames here. Smoke goes down. If they time this right, they could still pop on towards Lato, who's trying to reposition. Here comes the flash, and Lato has to be careful. Molly's down a position. They jump over the top of him. Flame's able to take him out eventually, but Cold is out of ammo. It's USP time, and that means he's in trouble. Bomb can now get onto the site, and these smokes are making life awkward for 00Nation to try and contest this bomb plant.
Still waiting for these smokes to go. dumau trying to find any dirty angle he can. All 3 here now. There is a kit on one of the 3 players. Nico forced into the light and extinguished. Dexter and NEOFRAG remain. Smoke up to allow them to rotate out of the window. Next will be the man to find out where everybody is. NEOFRAG looking to his left, kill from the right. Dexter has to stay alive, but the MP9 will prevail. No kit for dumau, but he should have the defuse. It's going to be a close one. I love the shoulder peeking from his teammate.
I mean, hey, that's, you know, a sign that 00Nation can come back from this sort of thing. They really have not been competitive so far. And OG this time grouped up towards A. It is an instant A execute, the classic.
Straight in, not giving them time to think. 00Nation. Molly's around the corner of the smokes, and there'll be one in response from the CT side to give themselves some space. Next, trying to make something happen. He will be denied. Pushing through, and coldzera gets 2 for free. That looks really embarrassing.
Oh boy. Good chance here for 00Nation to get going with this man advantage on the retake. Oh boy, coldzera jumping a little too high. Salmon out of water right there, and Fiku with a wide swing brings it back to even numbers. They still have to predict these positions though, and NiKo caught in the open, not expecting a flank, but Fiku is trapped to the back of the bomb site. Molly in, headshot delivered, but traded by NQZ. No kit on him, but he's sticking it. He thinks he has this.
Oh, it's going to be a really close one. I'm not sure he's got it. Oh, he's been denied.
Even he himself is like, what? Come on, man. I thought I had that.
Open an AK is awkward, though. But Lato coming in on CT. I don't know if he sees Fiku inside here. Indeed, he does. It's such a slow advance from OG. The Molly is here. They've got the bomb. They've lost the A bomb site, though. 24 seconds. They won't be going to be anytime soon. And there is a second round then for their opponent. 00Nation are on the board, but again, OG don't pull the trigger just yet. Flames jumping out the window. He's been seen. Lato's so blind though. Down he goes. coldzera trying to hold on to short if he can. Dumau creeping. NEOFRAG still in connector. Oh, that's a big frag from NEOFRAG. Leaving NQZ, knows where he is as well. Down he goes. They lose everything in brutal fashion around connector as the bomb's planted on B.
The B bomb site. But yeah, it's just the time to kill is so fast with the rifles nowadays. Ooh, here we go. Lato, nice headshot over on the B site. Cold here to help him. This combination looking pretty good to start things off, but Lato can now be isolated. Rotate arriving. Lato needs help because his teammates are just falling like flies. How has this happened?
Wow.
That's it. One man who does have a positive KD on the team right now. He will be setting up his teammates in this round. Some utility deployed towards A. They start to gain ground towards mid, and they're going to use that smoke to sneak one player behind it into jungle, but they're actually going to end up going back towards this B-bomb site here. Oh, and the flanking player dealt with. B apartments has been pushed into. NiKo finally traded, though. That's what they needed.
Dexter's in a strong position. If he can deliver a headshot, but he can't. There is a chance then for 00Nation. coldzera trying to force his way back into this map of Mirage. So far, so good. He's got sound cues for his squad as well. You should hear both players here. Lato poking. Flames has got 2/3 of the information now. And there's the remaining third. Fiku in the clutch. 1 versus 2 now after that frag onto Lato. He does not have a kit. He needs to find a way to force coldzera out. He's got a 1v1 though, as dumau runs away. He has found a kit. He's got a flashbang trying to pull the players out. coldzera's committed to the bomb site. Surely he's not giving this kill. dumau moving forward. I don't think there was time either way. The pistol goes the way it needs to for 00Nation.
Here in the gun round.
Maybe that performance from Cold can galvanize the squad to deliver. That is a hell of a headshot from Next. 8-1 as well, but there's a difference in rifles. I expect we'll see this slow pace from them once again, 00Nation. The question is, are OG brazen enough to take the game to them? Make some plays somewhere.
Two-step. Well timed for Dexter to get that kill towards mid back. 00Nation have got some good map control, though. It's coldzera in this advanced position. Probably hearing that rotate. NEOFRAG, though, wins the fight. The bomb dropped, and next is blowing connector. He gets the all-important trade. But where is that bomb going? It's going back out towards mid. And it's going to try and go back towards the B site. Colt's just sitting here, hearing all these rotations. And finally, it's his time to pounce.
Oh, but Fiku's in connector. And the bomb is still heading towards B. Despite this, this is crazy. There's 20 seconds on the clock. And the bomb's racing in. Dexter could be in a number of different places. And one person has to commit to a bomb plant here. How does this go their way? Next with the low health, peeks the right angle and finds a frag. I can't believe it. Planting for short where Fiku is as well. This just escalates frag after frag. Where is Lato now? He's got no idea. He doesn't have a kit either. Creeping forward as he tries to figure out where Lato might be. Lato's got to play for the bomb here. He has to play for the beeps. He's fully committing to a 10-second defuse. And that's not going to work out. That is a crazy round that finishes on the B bomb site. Really scary stuff for 00Nation. Give him some room to work with. A lot of mollies and a lot of smokes. NEOFRAG on the box. Could have been worse, that damage. But no one's watching CT. He takes 2 for free. There'll be a trade from Palace. Meanwhile, coldzera is lurking through B. We're looking at an old... Hold on a second. The bomb's exiting the site as well. I was wondering if we were looking for that classic Virtus Pro setup where they plant for short and the lurker comes to defend the bomb plant, but instead there's a full rotation, more Furia-esque. Next stuck in jungle now. He needs to stay up. That's a big headshot from him. OG have to wonder why the delay. They have to wonder why the delay. And QZ, such a slow progress to the B bomb site. But Nico might find an angle on him as he goes up the stairs. Oh, so close. But soon that bomb will be planted. OG completely spread out. Look at all the frags they found on the A bomb site. And they have to wonder what is going on. And now the jig is up. coldzera in a very strong position. That's a hell of a mid-round call when your in-game leader is missing, I must say. But will it pay off? OG have the person advantage. Nico starting to jiggle. There's some utility as well. But NQZ's got a strong position. All 3 players have kits. coldzera traded. NQZ moving forward. But he can't find that kill.
And OG are 1 round away from the 2-0 here. A very close first map. It took double overtime for them to win on Ancient. But Mirage has been a completely different story here.
What is the call for a round such as this? Send it into the A bomb site. Keeping it simple might be the order of the day. Kill feed getting lit up as Dexter tries to find something for his team. Does he drop through the smoke and commit with the AWP? He does. Versus the pistols, no less. Finds the full bang, but no frag. The fadeaway HE might not do the job. NQZ may be looking to get to that AWP, caught in no man's land. 2-on-2 now, the pistols. The MAC-10 of Lato versus the rifles. Stay alive. Less than an ideal situation, putting it mildly. coldzera in the clutch once again. And with the Tech 9, moving forward to triple. But it's the end of the line for 00Nation. OG storm Mirage and take it 2-0.
00Nation will have to go down to that mid bracket once the defuse is confirmed, and it is indeed the 2-0.